Welcome to Going In, Sane with Temperance Germain. That's me. How's it going? Are you in the river? I'm in the river. I went through some rapids. How about you all? Lots of white water. Well, that was the energy of this last full moon, and it was very powerful. I don't know if y'all noticed, probably did. I had some great pictures. I will post them on my Facebook. And just my Facebook ministry in just a little bit. All that information is listed down below in the notifications. And, yeah, it was quite intense. This was the tail, we're still carrying on, riding the energies of eclipse season, which is over for the year, but the energies still remain. Yes, they do. And, we're pulling through energies that were transmuted since last year, and what a year last year was, we all remember. Okay, so we're about half over with 2021, and the potty's just getting started. Okay, but we had to get rid of all of the overlapping, residual, negative, tangible, environment stuff. We're still trying to transmute that stuff with the Capricorn full moon, who's I just had it in my head. Ruling planet. Thank you very much, gang. I'm like, gang, help me. I'm a little out of a flow. I mean, I'm still recovering. So let's talk about it for a minute. Being that Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn, as we all know, and love, Capricorn is a very challenging sign. And when it's having a mass influence, much less Saturn, because of Saturn, okay? Well, let's just spit it out there. Saturn is considered the devil, Satan in the sky, and the Capricorn, which is the goat, and ruled by Saturn, okay? We had many challenges over this full moon on purpose. The universe knows what it's doing. We're just riding the energy waves down here going, or the whitewater rapids, right? Okay? They can be exhilarating and powerful and influential, and with the devil comes much temptation. I'm not saying that all Capricorns are the devil. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that some aren't. But that's not the point. Nothing personal, Capricorns. I love you. I love everybody. I do. I even love the ones who would like to hurt me. And there are. It's okay. Because that's how I gain my strength, and so do you. When we go through the challenges and things rear their ugly heads, they do. And it's supposed to. That's what the full moon's about. We can't, until we're triggered, we don't know what's still there. We have to let it come to the bubble up to the surface, so it can, I mean, you can't pull the weed unless you can see it, right? Right. And some roots, there's no roots. Some roots in our gardens over our lifetime, in this lifetime and past lives as well, go very deep. And ninja seals in particular, light workers and star seeds, twin flames are here to be aware for the most part. Sometimes it's hindsight that we can see it, okay? Because when you're in the middle of it, you're focusing on the middle of what you're in, right? I mean, and that can be very powerful because we've gone through much pain, much suffering, many challenges in this life on purpose so that we can transmute it. Transmutation is merely recognizing the reason the ego's there. Okay, it's to defend. It's like the gatekeeper to our life experiences to protect the inner child within, which is when most of us began feeling like something's not quite right here. We all were black sheep. Most of us were black sheep. We were outside of the box thinkers. We overly felt everything because we're empaths, and most of us didn't know what that was, and some of us maybe still don't. So if you feel like you tap into waves of emotion or into other people's condition, just checked in to see what my condition was in. That's one of my favorite songs. And I watched The Big Lebowski, and lo and behold, it was there. And I'm like, I didn't know Kenny Rogers did that, because then I posted it on my Facebook ministry. At any rate, then you're probably an empath. I didn't know, because I was adopted. I didn't know that I was an empath, but I figured it out because at some level you start deducing, what is going on with me? Why am I different? Right? Okay, that's fine. Different is good. And we're back to the foundational videos of this channel. I think there's 28 or 29 now. And yes, they are to help us to recover faster and keep us on a fast track to ascension and rising above this plane of pain, okay? And being able to ride the wave of ascension with intention, okay? Because that's what it's all about. I mean, it's radical forgiveness of self and of others, because once we understand we need to forgive ourselves, it's so much easier to start forgiving other people, because radical love of self is what comes from being able to forgive yourself for shortfalls or shortcomings or falling into pits you already know are there because you've been there 5,000 times and climbed out, right? Or floated out. If you can get on the ascension wave and the self-help, the soul help videos in the playlist I will tack on the end of this video, then you understand that it's okay. It's okay. You're okay. Everything's going to be all right. It's just a matter of perception. Okay? So we're going to start. Let's call in gang, shall we? Yes, let's. I already did, because I was having a little trouble tripping on my tongue and having the words come. So this is actually take 3. But so let's call them in. Gang. Oh, gang, OCG, come and play with me. This is your message, not my message. Make me a clear, concise, precise, and articulate is always nice channel and conduit for the wisdom and advice you would like to give to the souls and to me, the souls watching, and to myself, and whatever now they're watching. You know who will be here, and you know who this message is for. And we welcome all of your guidance and comfort and wisdom at this time. Help us to edify ourselves and each other as we take on this pursuit of ascension and soul growth. Thank you. So who's here? Uriel? Hi, Uriel. Thank you for being here. Metatron, Michael Angel, Yeshua, Joan of Arc, Mary Magdalene, of course. Lady Faith and Hope, are you here? Everybody's here. Chief White Eagle, Metatron. Okay. I feel better. Well, okay, so while I shuffle, I've discussed on this channel before some of my traps, my triggers, my traps. You can cut the cords. Doesn't mean they don't reattach. If you let yourself slip into, like with this energy of the moon, I felt abandoned. I felt alone. I felt some temptations. I had some triggers, and I got into a place where I allowed myself to go ahead and I'm not pitching a tent there, okay? But I did revisit some of my previous obstacles and trials and tribulations in my life, and they were quite heavy. Obviously, I haven't done a video in like 2 or 3 days, and that's because my energy was very intense, and I can't come and channel until now. I mean, I wasn't even. They're like, oh no, sit there, just do you, Trace. I'm like, well, okay, I don't mind just doing me. And it wasn't. It's just that the point is that it's been that many days since I was in a whole cycle of the 3 days or whatever. This full moon was very, very powerful, and I'm pretty sure it probably looks that way out in the 3D undivine matrix right now too. I haven't really checked in yet. I spent yesterday watching the Divergent movies. So powerful, and I can relate. I feel like my heart is like Tris. That was a great story. I was, I was inspired, but I wasn't watching the 3D world, so I'm not really sure what's going on out there. So it says here we're on the 28th. Shoot, I wasn't even sure if it wasn't July already. So let's get started, shall we? Yes, would you like to start your message? Yeah. Okay. They're like, Tracy, why are you holding your breath? Okay. Bottom of the deck. Lift or light in the unexpected. Ooh, I have never seen that one before. Okay. I never did the bottom of the decks last time. The energy started like as soon as I finished the video. Or whatever. My last one. I had some miracles happen. I've been doing some very. I've been able to meditate and just kind of experience the energies as what they were, and just kind of pay attention and then lose focus a little bit, and which is okay because I'm a really highly focused person, and if I don't lose focus every now and then it's not a very well-rounded experience, is it? I mean, and as focused as I am, I can get just as unfocused because, the tipping of the scales, right? And I'm sure everybody else can realize or recognize that in themselves as well. If not, I would refer you again to the playlist of videos in sequence other than oracles, and therein lies the soul help that they have channeled through me for the ninja seals such as yourself, and for me too. I use them, trust me. Would you like to add to this message, please? Try again. Wait, which? Any others? No? Okay. Bottom of the deck. Dust Devil. I need to see this. Okay. Next. Would you like to add to this message, please? Any others? Your worlds create worlds. Your words create worlds. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Sorry about that. I have people arriving at the airport, so I need to pick them up. So, just a second. Okay, I'm back. I forgot what I was saying, but that's okay. Would you like to add to this message, please? Thank you. Which ones? Those? Any others? No? Okay. Okay. Did those? Oh. A burst of magic. And we're doing the full Monty today. Well, we're just gonna proceed and be guided, because it's not my message, it's their message. So, okay. Would you like to add to your message? Okay. Ready? Those? Any others? No. Okay. Oh, and the Magic Guardian. Oh, sorry. I jumped the gun on that. Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. Indeed. Okay. Original Cosmic Gangsters. That's what I call my love team. Archangel Power Tarot. Original Cosmic Gangsters. Oh, that was a nice shuffle. So anyway, okay, I think I was talking about, I spent much time in Gaia and in this lovely, the lovely surroundings that I was blessed with over these past days. Quite serene. I really feel blessed and taken care of for, anyway, blessed and overwhelmingly taken care of, watched over, and even pampered by my love team, for this particular time that we just spent going through this full moon. To take full advantage of being able to practice what I preach, having everything I need around me to support my work as I did the work of my environment and my environment, or in a very nice environment, I should say. And yes, I don't see any reason why moving forward that would not continue. Many things are in flux right now for me, and I'm really excited because it's like riding a roller coaster. I'm not afraid because they always take very good care of me. Even in my darkest hours, I'm protected and taken care of. Yes, even in an emotional abyss, I am covered and protected and loved. And so us as ninja seals, light workers, star seeds, and twin flames, one or all the above, labels aren't important. But if you feel like that's a calling you have on your life, knowing that you're protected and creating from that knowledge of understanding, it turns the fear into excitement, because you never know what's going to come next, because, oh my gosh, it could be anything, right? And so that's where we want to create from. We want to turn fear into excitement, and just receive that we are highly blessed and protected beings of light. And that goes for all souls who are on the journey. Even if you don't feel you're under a label, we don't need labels. We don't need labels. It's just, it's a construct that the 3D matrix has designed for us to get trapped in and judge each other by and rate ourselves by. But it's really counterintuitive to how the universe works, or would like us to see ourselves. The universe would like us to see ourselves as part of the one, and which we are. We all are. Okay? And remember, we're puzzle pieces laid out flat. We're not stacked puzzle pieces. That would be boring. And so conformity is not where it's at. But respecting each soul's journey as you wish your soul journey to be respected, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. And that's when world peace can happen. Okay? Okay. And don't forget, as we grow in this knowledge of understanding this, we then equip ourselves to reach back as we're reaching up, tapping into the divine matrix and grabbing, actually, we're not grabbing souls, okay, but we are towing the line, okay, so to speak. We don't want to try and save one individual soul. We want to become the best vessel and to anchor light within as we tap up, okay, anchor it down, help with the ascension, add power to the grid that's already being laid out, okay. Christ consciousness is here. It's here. It's just, it takes time for it to spread, but we've been anchoring it in consciously on purpose and in agreement with Shekinah, the Holy Spirit, Mother, Father, God, Gaia, Yeshua, which is also Sananda, okay? That's his star name. And, yeah, him and Michael Angel been working very hard together, along with the rest of, with the rest of the, the beloved souls that are here to protect us from the undivine, enslavement aspect that the 3D matrix, which we are not attached to anymore if we choose not to be. You can take back your free will and your sovereignty as a soul. Just take it back. Just quit giving the power over. Okay, so would you like to, yes. Okay, which ones? Those? Any others? That one? Okay, who's on the bottom? 10 of Gabriel. I don't think I've seen this one before. Let's see. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Yeah. Self-sabotage. That's what that is. Okay. I'm going to have to turn the light on or I won't be able to see. I'll be right back. I turned the light on. Brilliant, right? Okay. Oh, my. Okay. Follow through. A 5. Go figure, right? Looks like a hurricane. Follow through. Is that right? Hey. I still don't feel quite like my equilibrium. I still feel a little off kilter. Maybe this is the new norm for me. I'm not sure. I'm trying to still acclimate to whatever this is. Because, I mean, the astrological, astronomical events that are happening right now are just, they've just never been experienced before. The stars were written for this now. And everything that's been happening, especially for the last, since the quarantine started, nothing has been seen like this on Earth before. Nothing. Everything we're creating from this point forward is new. And at least here. I mean, We just need to really focus on that. We don't want to go back ever to how things were/are on the 3D matrix. We don't want to return there ever. So as a human race, we have to learn that that digressing backwards into an enslaved posture, that we allow slavers to come and take our sovereignty away from us. This can't happen. We have to get our hearts and our minds and our bodies. We have to eat healthy. We have to really watch what our intake is. I mean, because you have to think, they have been trying with everything and all of their wits and all of their might and all of their assumed power over us to insult our bodies, our minds, our spirits, to insult our existences. I'm done being insulted. And that's the self-love boundary. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Yes, let's. Okay. Follow through. Essential meanings. An unfinished, oh my goodness. An unfinished idea that needs finishing. Allowing yourself to say it's done. Following through and nurturing your relationships. Self-care message. A need to tie up loose ends. Leaving your energy scattered in unfinished business. They're so good at this. That's exactly everything I've been saying. Wow. A need to tie up loose ends, leaving your energy scattered in unfinished business, not doing what you said, and not doing what you said you were going to do. And they just say, that means to ourselves as well as to others. And that's why unforgiveness of ourselves is just self-sabotage. We're designed to try and fit into a perfect category that we allowed others to apply towards us as, criteria. No, it's okay. You're okay. It's okay. It's okay. Being perfect right now is not a possibility. I mean, there's no need to be perfect when you understand that imperfection is okay. It's okay. It's okay. Was your big, beautiful masterpiece left unfinished? A book or a symphony? Something you began but didn't fully birth? Right now is the perfect time to revisit an old dream that was always meant to happen. It's a perfect time to follow through with people, projects, promises, and ideas. Tying up loose ends will allow you to interact with integrity and to keep all your energetic resources intact. When you set out to start something new, you place a bit of your energetic self, time, money, energy, intentions, into the hopes of that new beginning. Leaving a project floating or unfinished can niggle away at the back of your mind long after the idea has been forgotten. That nagging voice that says you didn't do what you said you were going to do can drain you energetically, and that guilt can even become a sense of diminished self-worth or lack of accomplishment. If your heart knows it's not meant to happen, it's time to officially close the energetic ties that bind. What do you need to finish? What needs closure? It's time to reclaim all of those energy strings so you can use them to weave your brightest future. That's exactly what I just said. They're really, really good at this. What unfinished business could you close off that would make you feel buoyant? Are you following through and following up on your relationship and your connections? Are you better at starting or finishing things? How can you use this knowledge to plan your steps effectively? Indeed. Celebrate your wins. Is that a rooster? Cock-a-doodle-doo. 49. I haven't seen that one before. Celebrate your wins. Essential meaning. A time to list accomplishments, allowing praise, feeling deep pride, knowing that you are deserving of positive attention. Indeed. Self-care message. Acting as if wins are a big deal. Focusing on what didn't work instead of what did. Not taking the time to see what's working. Not taking the time to see what's working. Being overly salesy instead of drawing people in through celebrating your progress. Your process. Either way. Not sharing genuine excitement for your project. I mean, if you're not excited about something, it's like dragging an anvil behind you. You've earned a few golden stars that you haven't given yourself enough credit for, and it's time to indulge in some serious self-praise with some lavish celebration. Oh, claim that. Go all out. Look for the wins you've had and focus on everything you've accomplished. Write it down. See the progress you've made because you've come a long way, baby. That's what it says. It can be far too easy to ruminate on what's not working, and as a result, some of your amazing work gets shrugged off, downplayed, or downright missed. They're so good at this. Are you able to see the tremendous strides that you've taken? It's okay to boast and flaunt a little. Sometimes you need to, it says. How easily can you communicate your triumphs to others? Do you invite them to partake in your celebration? This card isn't suggesting a fugly, pushy, salesy, look at me kind of cock-a-doodle-doo. I said that already. It's talking about honestly and enthusiastically sharing your wins in order to energetically bring you more of the same. Amen. Claim that. Claim that. We're so self-critical that we literally sabotage ourselves. I mean, if we have to, a look from 5 years ago to now, a year ago, a month ago, a week ago. In this case, I mean, a week ago, I was a different person. Not better, not worse, just different because I allowed myself to experience the energies that just passed without judging myself, without feeling sorry for myself. Well, mostly when I caught myself feeling sorry for myself, I refocused my attention onto something else. And that worked. And then I had to pay attention to why I chose that to focus on. But that's okay. It's okay. And then just allowed myself, I watched those movies and I got to step away from, step away from the problems or issues or whatever and just not pitch a tent there or overwhelm or, just stir up the muck. It's just let it settle. It's okay. It's okay. Pull the weed, throw it over there. You don't have to spend every second of your day in your garden. The garden needs to rest too. There's such thing as, overcorrecting. Okay. See the progress you've made because you've come a long way, baby. I already did that. Okay, well, we'll just start there. Because you've come a long way, baby. It can be far too easy to ruminate on what's not working, and as a result, some of your amazing work gets shrugged off, downplayed, or downright missed. Are you able to see the tremendous strides that you've taken? It's okay to boast and flaunt a little. Sometimes you need to. How easily can you communicate your triumphs to others? Do you invite them to partake in your celebration? This card isn't suggesting a fugly, pushy, salesy, look at me kind of cock-a-doodle-doo. It's talking about honestly and enthusiastically sharing your wins in order to energetically bring you more of the same. Take a big breath in and gracefully and authentically accept that you are on the right track and ready to rock, it says. Amen. Claim that. Have you ever thrown yourself a party? What would close friends and family say your best qualities are? Your greatest gifts? Go ahead and act them and ask them. Act them? Just ask them. It makes you feel uncomfortable. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, ask yourself why. Okay. Next is this one. 25. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Uh-oh. That's not them. Wait a minute. Why isn't it here? There it is. I found it. Thank you, gang. Okay. Garden of Venus, the place of all is well. Rest and renewal, self-acceptance. When the Garden of Venus appears, you are invited, actually summoned, to return to that pleasure garden of love. It is time to leave the field of battle. I just said that. They are so good at this, aren't they not? It is time to leave the field of battle. Put your sword away. There is nothing you need to defend anymore. Step through the gate into the garden of earthly delights. Bask in the joy of the wish-fulfilling trees and the scent of the healing flowers. You have returned home. You are weary and it's time to rest deeply and be renewed. Go into this garden. Go into this garden alone, as there is no need for another to be present to experience its pleasures. Really, Stop looking for the other. Enter by yourself. Allow your senses to intoxicate you. Leave all thought behind. Lose your analytical mind and return to your body. In the Garden of Venus, there is a still pond that shows you your reflection when you step down to drink. Who is that staring back at you? Look at who you've become. Rinse your face with these healing waters and practice deep acceptance. Love who you have turned into with all your imperfections and blemishes. I'm just saying that. Oh, they are so good at this. Love who you have turned into with all your imperfections and blemishes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Thank you, gang. The goddess Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all your flawed beauty. Do not become caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield that you may reveal to others what they are becoming. Then you will no longer have to use. Then you will no longer have a use for your sword. I was just saying that. They are very good at this. That's what I was saying in the beginning. It blows my mind every time, right? Skywriting the Fates. Again, this is a builder card. There's that full moon, right? It was quite orange, like for each night. It was lovely. Lovely. Okay. So endearing how much they love us. How they want us to be okay with being human. And how the 3D matrix made us very uncomfortable at our humanness. And make us feel weak within it. So weak that we need to turn to enslavers to take care of us as if we couldn't do it ourselves. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Skywriting the Fates. That which we cannot change. Non-judgment. It is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds. I mean, if that was true, then they wouldn't be worth much if it was everywhere, right? And littered with diamonds. Where is that? Nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It's just your path, with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. Indeed. In this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection. Not good or bad, neither inflow nor blocked, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear as you look ahead into the potential of your future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of your life. With all your heart and soul, Okay, let's do that one again. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of life. With all your heart and soul, your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump in to the adventure with both feet and do your part. Indeed. And then the Unmarked Trail, Revelation 57. Ooh-wee. Unmarked Trail. An unprecedented experience, discovery, revelation. You are called now to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights, in their quest for the Holy Grail, had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed. Or they would not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. That's what these energies were about. Indeed. Thank you, gang. I love you guys. You must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure and later great pain. Stop it. You already know there is no reward at the end of the road you are following. You are only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow not to look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character, try the outrageous, and keep your keep your quest private. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. It will. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. Let's do that paragraph again. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. Wow. Okay. We'll do one more, and then I'll do a part 2. I don't know how long we're pushing. Your 111-year-old self. Oh, what am I doing? Hello. This one. Thank you. Your 111-year-old self. Attributes: wisdom, fullness, contentment. Your 111-year-old self wants to provide you guidance, wisdom, and advice, but only if asked. Imagine yourself in the future with the distinct perspective of having lived a full, rich life. Your 111-year-old self has seen it all. Your ups and downs, your loves, your heartbreaks, your successes and perceived failures, all of it. From this extended perspective, they are waiting to be called in for guidance. Potential questions to ask this archetype. What do you, my 111-year-old self, have to say about this experience, right? How can I follow my true path to where you are? What obstacles ahead am I not seeing? What are the mistakes you wish you hadn't made? I like to say missteps, not mistakes. Do you have any regrets? All good questions. Okay, so that's about halfway through. I'm going to go ahead. As soon as this one uploads, I'll be back and press in on the rest. Just trying to keep these videos in chunks that are consumable. Okay, I'll be back. See you then. Bye. Peace.